Okay, well, I found the camera in its new case, but the question is, tripod. Okay, we got this. Here we go. Yes! Hello! Oh my gosh, it has been a hot minute since we have hung out. You guys seem like you're a tiny bit askew. I mean, just give me just like a second. Hello my fishes, Courtney Mermaid here, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, that felt so weird to say because it has been, what has it been? It's been a month, 2 months, 3 months. Honestly, I got nothing. I don't even know. I know we've done a couple of swimming videos together. I've taken you on a few adventures with me to the pool, but this is my first video of the new year. Do I sound like I'm sick? Well, I caught the thing. I caught the bug. Anyways, I'm still recovering. We're on week 2, 3. I have so much to catch you guys up on and so many things happening and so much going on. It is a Monday today, and boy, if it doesn't feel like a Monday, it really feels like a Monday. I've got tails that came back from the printer that I'm going to be cutting up live with the Patreon pod. So little plug for the Patreon pod. If you guys have ordered things from my shop that are made to order by me here in my studio, if you join the Patreon pod, there's a pretty good chance that I will actually live stream while I'm working on it. So I have live streamed, I think, every single tail that I've made and sent out thus far from the last 2 launches, and there's going to be a lot of things changing with that. Nothing that I'm really going to get into just now, but I realize how funny I sound. I hope this isn't going to drive you guys as crazy as it's going to drive me. Since Christmas, let's just have like a quick recap, because you've probably already noticed that my office looks different. So I moved everything around a second time, and if you guys had missed the previous video where I talked about Eric moving out of the office, we're still together, everything's fine, don't freak out. He was just very generous and volunteered to relocate to a different portion of the apartment, because with the number of tails that I have to create, it didn't make sense for me to just constantly be in our dining room. So we've turned this into a full-on mermaid studio. I will do a tour eventually because I have a lot of cool little things going on that I think, I don't know, might give you some inspiration for what you could do in your mermaid studio as well. So let's start with the GoPro, because I kind of went on a tangent there. So this is my new GoPro. It's the Hero 9. We got a really sweet deal on it, which is why we got the 9. 9 also happens to be one of my luckiest numbers, so 9. This was my previous GoPro, so you can see the babies are a little bit it's so much bigger. I don't know, but it has the screen on the front, which I'm really excited for. I have already taken it to the pool to test it out, and I think the coolest part about the GoPro now, aside from the app and all of the cloud stuff that you can do with it, is the fact that the color correcting, like its color underwater is already spectacular, which is really nice considering how much work I actually had to do to color correct my footage when I used my older GoPro, which still works fine, and I am still going to use it for things, but now I've got to. So that's super exciting. That was a nice little upgrade to my life. Very pumped. The next thing I wanted to mention were my headphones. You'll be seeing me wearing these probably at some point. I live in them now. They're amazing. They're the Bose Quiet Comfort 45 something. I will leave a link for these actually down below for no other reason than if you are somebody who struggles with sounds and your neighbors as much as I do, these right here, these will save your life. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I live in them. Ask the Patreon pod. I'm in these all the time now. Okay, also, in other news, I have some new stuff coming to the shop. We'll get a shop update in just a sec. Obviously, this is going to be a big update video, so there you go. But the first of the, I don't know, what do you call them? Because the prototype was something different. This isn't really the prototype, but this is the first version of the fin skins, which I'm super excited for. So these are for the Linden. They will be coming to the shop soon. All right, editing Courtney popping in super fast to let you guys know. So I filmed this actually the very last day of January, and since then, a lot has actually happened in my life, and not all of it is stuff that I can share. So I will have another update video eventually, and we will be continuing the vlogs, but I did just need to pop in super quick to let you know that there are reasons for the delays. A lot of it is out of my hands, and if you have good vibes to send, I would very much appreciate it. But let's just get back to the vlog, shall we? ish. Again, I'm gonna get into that momentarily. Okay, but yeah, so it's beautiful. It's made of the same material that my tails are made out of. There's little loopies for you to stick. I'll show you guys this eventually on how to put it on the linden, but it's made to fit over the linden like a fin cover. So fin skin, fin cover, we're still trying to figure out what the name's gonna be. It's an open bottom so that it doesn't have drag. So you can just pop your monofin in. There's no added drag, it's really comfortable, and it can be worn with any of the new pairs of leggings that I have on my shop. So we've got, if you haven't seen the shop update, I updated it in January, at the beginning of January, and yeah, so we've got new, we've got goodies. So there's a whole new series of leggings, rash guards, sports bras, swim tops, crop tops, the whole nine. Like, I went to town on this. And this works with these guys. So I thought this would be a really cool thing. This was an idea that Eric actually brought up once, and then the Patreon pod was like, hey, that's kind of a genius idea. Why aren't you listening to him? And then I was like, oh my gosh, it is a genius idea. Sorry, Eric, I love you. You're a brilliant, brilliant man. My bad. I also have rash guards, which are, they got gills in the front and little finnies, all designed by me, like painted and designed by me. So these are all up in the shop now, except for the fin skins, which we're still developing, and I still have 3 more that I have to sew, perfect the technique, all of the things. I got to get my girls to try them, and so that's still like a work in progress. But then I have been working on a super secret project in my downtime, obviously not during work hours because I'm making about a bazillion mermaid tails during my work hours, but I've been working on a super secret project for myself. It's going to be my 2022 mermaid tail, and very pumped, very pumped. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I've had a few sneak peeks over on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should definitely be doing that. But I'm really excited. This is going to be a piece of art unlike any other. I worked really, really hard on this to make this as uniquely me as humanly possible, and also as hyper detailed and realistic as humanly possible. It might be the most realistic tail I've ever made, and yeah, you guys are gonna love it. But that said, I actually got myself a new pair of goggles. So I used to use this brand. I was actually looking back through my old videos, and there's a video from 2016, I think, where I'm wearing these goggles. And so I got another pair, and I've actually decorated them to match my new, the new tail that is in progress. Sorry, this is like not with the focusing. Okay, so I did this with sequins. It's with E6000 glue. They are on there very securely. I have tried to pick them off, and it's not a thing. So I'm really happy with how they turned out though, because I had all of these sequins to spare. What was I gonna do with them, right? Make some pretty kick-ass goggles. So I'm pretty excited. Think they're gonna look really well. I kind of want this to be the year of establishing that mermaids wear goggles. Okay, it's okay. Like there's many different kinds of mermaids, and some mermaids wear goggles because they don't want to ruin their eyeballs, because you only have one set of eyeballs and they're not really that easily fixable if you ruin them, okay? So let's not be those people. Let's wear goggles, okay? So hashtag mermaids wear goggles. Can we start? Maybe it's not that, maybe it's something else, but hashtag mermaids wear goggles. I think that's gonna be the thing. So join the thing, join team goggles, okay? And maybe I'm planning on getting a second pair because I want to do I did this one kind of like bluey, and I want to do one that's green because I have some green as well. I think I still have some green of the shells. Okay, so that's just like the briefest of overviews in terms of tail production and things. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but I will say that there are some delays. Obviously, I was sick with I'm sorry, they get mad at you when you mention it on your YouTube channel for some reason, so hi, okay? But I was sick, and I was very sick, and I am still we're going in this little bit of an up and down. I'm getting better, I'm not really getting better, I don't really know where, I'm sort of in limbo. So we're just kind of rolling with it at this point. And then there's also been a delay due to the fact that there were a bunch of people from the previous launch that didn't get me their measurements within a certain span of time, and now everybody's getting me their measurements kind of at the same time, which now means that the queue is not one that I can actually manage. So this is something I'm actually looking into moving forward, and I'm actually going to be restructuring everything. So I don't want to say what I'm going to be doing just yet, because if I change my mind or if I find a better way of doing things, you know, I don't want to get you guys confused or anything, but just know that this is not going to happen again. This is not going to happen again. We are going to be finding a solution so that I'm not having to make like 20 tails in a week, because it's insane. So that's an exaggeration. Obviously, I'm not making 20 tails in a week. But just to say, like, I can work on about 4 orders at a time, and people are now coming in. So if you did order something that required custom measurements, it was either cuffs, arm fins, or a mermaid tail, you need to get me your measurements, please. I say this with like the absolute utmost love and care, but if you are expecting to get this at some point in the future, you need to get me your measurements. So for the cuffs, for the arm fins, and for the mermaid tails, you should have received an email confirmation that gave you all the information on where to go. It was in the listings originally. Obviously the listings aren't on the site anymore, so if you cannot find the measurements form, please email me as soon as you possibly can so that I can get you the information so that you can get me your measurements. You know, like I said, this is not going to happen this way again. We are going to be doing this very differently for any kind of a launch in the future. That's really where we're going to go for now. I have to get down to some live streaming with the Patreon pod, which I do almost daily. So if you guys are interested in hanging out with me on the regular, even though I'm not really around on YouTube as much right now, we're coming back. Hang tight. If you do want to hang out, talk mermaids, talk tail making, talk shop, just even hang out and talk about the world, I don't know. We do this almost every day on the Patreon pod, so that's at patreonpod.com, and there will be a link in the description box down below. So let's get set up, and let's see who's around. I'm a little bit late because I've been chatting with you guys, but that's okay. They will understand, they always do. Yeah, let's put this away and do the thing. Now I'm gonna be recording from 2 angles. How awkward. Hello, my fishes. Happy Monday. It's Monday. Say hello to the vlog. Even though you guys can't really tell what's going on. We're gonna be cutting out mermaid tails today. I've got orders 1752, 62, 59, and 47 to get through. Hopefully I can get through the majority of the cutting today. We will see how that goes. First things first is just to make them all like more manageable sizes, basically. Entirely honestly, the best thing that happened to me as an artist and tail maker was to find this group, and I swear by that. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, geez. All right, come on. You gotta go. You gotta go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Thank you. All right, so that went super well. Now it's gonna be time for me to take a quick lunch break. I gotta walk the dog, have some food, clean up a little bit of the mess that is in here, but we got through all 4 of those tails in terms of like the base, cutting them out, and now I'm just going around and actually doing the final cut around the outsides in preparation for sewing. So like I said, I may not have said, but like I said, I do these in batches of 4 or 5 or 6 at a time. It really depends on how many measurements come in at a time that get sent to my printer at the same time. So at some point this week I will end up going through and getting the next batch off to my printer, because it takes them about a week. It's like sometimes it's a little over a week, sometimes it's a little under a week, but it's about a week for them to get me for the turnaround. So that's what we're gonna get back to when I'm done. Today is just gonna be a lot of cutting out of fabric. And if you guys are interested in learning more about how I make my mermaid tails, the materials I use, the entire process in general, I do have ebooks available over at shopvancouvermermaid.com. Okay, so we are back. I had lunch. It was soup. It was delicious. I went for a nice walk. It hasn't started raining yet, although it's starting to look a little bit dark out there, which is okay. And now I'm just gonna get back to work, and this is pretty much how it goes every day. I do the first chunk of my day, we do a nice live stream with the Patreon pod, and then for the rest of the day I throw on a movie or a podcast, an audiobook, just something in the background. Sometimes I just listen to music, and then I'll just cruise through cutting out tails. And I like to do these all kind of in one fell swoop, because it's really definitely like you kind of fall into like a pattern of doing it, so it's just easier if I do a bunch at a time and then move on to the pinning and then the sewing and the things. So usually I like to work on a couple of tails at the same time, And as long as I keep their bins out and I don't like mix and match, like everything is fine. So yeah, so let's just settle in and get some work done. Quick break to talk about the claw. So this is not an exaggeration, but like so this is normal, right? And that's how, after however many hours, it's been, I don't know, 4 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So I can't flex my so I can like does anybody know the scene from Friends with Chandler with the claw from playing the video game? That's basically what this is, and like everything is just like super slow-mo. So, and you know, it does help to hold it like this. It does help because holding it like this creates a lot of pressure like up here and then in my fingers, so it definitely is better to do it this way. Well, let me tell you, look, I've got like permanent indentation on my hand. It's okay. I do hope that one day I can have these laser cut so that I don't have to do this, because cutting it out is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. It's just like, it is extremely painful. So I'll put my hand on ice after this, but it's also like my fingers are fat too. In like comparison, like everything's like swollen. So I don't know why you need to know that, but like it's just the glamorous side of mermaid tail making right there. So I still have the rest of this green tail to do, and then I have one more, and I think it's the Serena tail actually. And it is, so I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I will cut to the Serena tail so you can see how pretty the print is on that one as well. try doing this with one hand. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay, that was fun. Let's test to see if I can hear anybody, and I can't, so that's good. We can take the headphones off for a sec. Quick adjustment. Okay, so all 4 of those tails are cut out now, which is wonderful. That means that tomorrow we can start ironing. I'll pick 2, make sure they're different colors, and just get started pinning and hopefully sewing the fins tomorrow. I do them in chunks because it makes it a lot easier to not have to switch the thread out continuously. So I use like a middle grade color, like something like a nice medium gray, a little bit lighter for the fins on the inside, and then I can just kind of blast through everybody all at once. Ideally, you'd work on the same colored tails together so you're not switching the thread out as often, but because everybody's got specific measurements and such, I don't want to find that like, oops, I've mixed your fins with this tail and vice versa and all these things. So I thought maybe if there's a way that I could like incorporate like a label into each piece to save my god, this hurts so much. Lord. I haven't done 4 tails in one day in a long time. I usually do 2 in a day, but I'm behind. As was mentioned earlier in the vlog, things are where they are. So we're doing the best that we can. So it's now 4:27. So 4:27, I'm gonna probably put my hand on ice because my pinky is almost the size of my thumb now and it's a little bit gruesome. So we're gonna do that. And I guess that'll be that for the vlog. Wow, I can't believe how quick that went. I haven't filmed like a studio style vlog in so long. I feel like I didn't get to spend enough time with you guys, but you know what? I'm gonna be doing more of these again as we get back into the swing of things, and goodness knows I'm not gonna be lacking in the content as long as I've got tails and such to make. It should be lots of fun. So if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to join the pod and hit the bell notification as well so you never miss an upload. I usually do that with 2 hands, but the hand is hurt. What you gonna do? And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy, very belated New Year, and I look forward to catching you all again in my next video. Happy swimming! Bye! A big thank you to the Patreon Pod for helping sponsor today's episode. The Patreon Pod is your mermaid home away from home with a private Discord community chat, weekly live streams with replays where you can actually watch me make mermaid tales live, as well as get exclusive looks at upcoming projects I'm working on and more. If you are interested in helping us continue to build and shape this incredible community made up of mermaids from all over the world, please check out the link in the description box down below.